Every day in Ontario, thousands of tickets are handed out to drivers, not because they're reckless, but because they misunderstood a road sign. Missing one sign can cost you hundreds of dollars, or worse, cause an accident. So today, let's break down the complete guide to Canadian road signs, especially here in Ontario, from the everyday stop sign to the rare ones you've probably never seen before. By the end of this video, you'll never look at road signs the same way again. Road signs are like the language of the road. They give structure and order so that millions of cars, trucks, and buses can all move safely together every day. They protect pedestrians crossing streets, warn drivers about hazards, and make sure that people driving in from other countries or provinces can still follow the same rules. In Ontario, road signs fall into three main categories. 1. Regulatory signs. These are the law. You must obey them. 2. Warning signs. These alert you to potential dangers or changes ahead. 3. Information or guide signs. These help you find directions, services, and destinations. Let's start with the first category, the most important one for any driver: regulatory signs. Regulatory signs are the rules of the road. They're not suggestions, they're laws. If you break them, you can be fined, get demerit points, or even lose your license. Let's look at a few examples. The stop sign. Everyone knows it, but many drivers still roll through it instead of making a full stop. In Ontario, the rule is simple. Come to a complete stop, check all directions for traffic and pedestrians, and then proceed only when it's safe. The yield sign. This means you don't always have to stop, but you must slow down and give the right of way. If there's another car or a pedestrian, you wait. Only move forward when it's clear. Speed limit signs. These are everywhere. In Ontario, going just 10 kilometers per hour over the limit can cost you a $95 fine. If you go 30 or 40 kilometers per hour over, fines climb into the hundreds and you can lose your license. Remember, the black and white speed limit sign is the maximum legal speed for that road. No parking versus no stopping. These two confuse a lot of new drivers. A no parking sign means you can stop your car briefly to drop off or pick up passengers, but you can't leave it there. A no stopping sign means you can't even pause, not even for a quick drop-off. Turn restriction signs. In many cities, especially Toronto, you'll see signs saying no left turn between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. This is to keep traffic flowing during rush hour. If you ignore them, you'll likely be caught on camera. High occupancy vehicle or HOV lane signs. These show a white diamond symbol. You can only drive here if you have 2 or more passengers, or if you're driving an approved vehicle like certain electric cars. If you drive alone in an HOV lane, it's a $110 fine and 3 demerit points. So in short, regulatory signs are the rules. Break them and you pay. Next, let's talk about warning signs. Unlike regulatory signs, warning signs don't tell you what's illegal. They tell you what's coming so you can prepare. They're usually yellow and diamond-shaped. Here are some examples. Curve ahead. If you see an arrow bending, it means slow down because the road is about to turn. If you ignore it and keep speeding, you might skid or lose control. Slippery road. This one shows a car with skid marks behind it. In Ontario winters, this is a lifesaver. It reminds you that the road may be icy or slippery, so reduce your speed. Pedestrian and school zone signs. These show people walking or children crossing. In Peel region, school zones are active from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the speed limit is just 30 kilometers per hour. Go over that, and not only do you pay fines, but you put kids' lives at risk. Animal crossing signs. You'll see deer, moose, or even bear symbols on northern Ontario highways. These aren't decorative. Wildlife collisions are extremely common and very dangerous. Construction zone signs. These warn you that workers are on or near the road. In Ontario, fines are doubled in construction zones, even if no workers are present. Railway crossing signs. The round sign with an X means there are tracks ahead. Always slow down and check both ways, even if the lights aren't flashing. So warning signs are all about prevention. They're there to keep you alert, to make you think ahead, and to avoid accidents. Now let's look at the third category, information and guide signs. These signs don't warn you or give rules. They simply provide helpful information for your journey. Green signs are usually on highways and major roads. They give directions, exits, and distances. For example, Toronto 25 kilometers, tells you exactly how far away the city is. Blue signs point to services, gas stations, food stops, hospitals, or rest areas. If you see the big white H on a blue background, that's the universal symbol for hospitals, something you need to know in an emergency. Brown signs are for tourism and recreation. They guide you to parks, hiking trails, campgrounds, or historical landmarks. Parking signs with a P. These tell you where you can park, for how long, and sometimes even during what hours. They save you from unnecessary tickets. So, while these signs may not come with fines, they save you time, stress, and sometimes even help in emergencies. Now, let's move to some of the more confusing or less common signs you'll find in Ontario. No exit. This means the road doesn't lead to another street. It's common in residential areas. Roundabout ahead. These are still new for many Canadian drivers. The rule is always yield to vehicles already inside the roundabout before entering. Hidden intersection. This warns that another road joins yours at a tricky angle. Slow down and watch carefully. Advisory speed signs. These are smaller yellow speed limit signs around curves. They aren't the legal limit, but they recommend a safe speed for that curve. Community safety zones. These are near schools and hospitals. Speeding fines are increased here to protect vulnerable people. These are the signs that often surprise drivers. But if you know them, you stay safe and avoid costly mistakes. So how do you actually remember all these signs? Here are 3 simple strategies. 1. Learn shapes and colors. Stop is always red and octagon. Warning signs are yellow and diamond-shaped. Information signs are usually green, blue, or brown. 2. Focus on symbols, not words. Many signs use pictures instead of text because they're faster to recognize. Train your eyes to understand the symbols. 3. Practice regularly. Even experienced drivers forget. Use online quizzes, practice tests, or flashcards to keep your memory sharp. So, the next time you're driving, don't just glance at signs. Actually read them and understand what they mean. Because knowing your signs could save you money, save your license, and in some cases, even save a life. Thanks for watching the complete guide to Canadian road signs. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and follow Ultimate Drivers for more road safety content. And tell us in the comments, what's the most unusual road sign you've ever seen in Ontario?